Before we dive in, don't forget to like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe for more powerful, real-life stories like this one. It was a scorching summer afternoon in Sacramento. The state capitol's marble steps shimmered under the sun as a sea of reporters gathered, their cameras buzzing, sweat glistening on brows. The scent of fresh roses floated faintly from the nearby garden. Governor Gavin Newsom, mid-50s, tall, sharp-featured, navy blue suit, passionate energy, stepped up to the podium with a folder in hand. His expression? Focused, determined. "Mr. Musk," he declared into the mic, "Tesla's energy policies are failing our planet. Where are the clean energy promises you made?" A wave of murmurs spread through the crowd. A young environmentalist whispered, "Whoa, this is serious," adjusting her phone to start live streaming. Standing a few feet away was Elon Musk, early 50s, casual gray button-down, relaxed posture, brilliant gaze. His hands were in his pockets, eyes locked on Newsom, calm, calculated. "Elon," Newsom pushed on, "California's carbon emissions are rising, and Tesla, you're not helping." He placed the report folder down with a thud. The crowd went silent. Then Elon spoke, smooth, deliberate. "Governor Newsom, what if I told you that Tesla's next breakthrough could cut emissions in half?" A hush fell. A journalist lowered his notepad. Another zoomed in her camera. Elon pulled out a tablet. "Let me show you." And just like that, a challenge became a mystery. Was this the start of a revolution, or just another empty promise? The crowd held its breath. The sun beat down on the Capitol steps. But every eye was on Elon Musk. He stood still, tablet in hand, the faint hum of drones and reporters barely breaking the silence. "Governor," Elon began, his voice low but confident, "Tesla has developed a new kind of battery." He tapped the tablet. A 3D animation filled the screen, sleek, glowing energy cells morphing into solar networks. "This technology," he continued, pointing to the data displayed, "will reduce carbon emissions by 50% and make renewable energy 10 times more efficient." Gasps rippled through the crowd. A young engineer in the back mouthed, "That's insane!" Eyes wide like saucers. Governor Newsom blinked. This can't be real," he muttered, trying to keep his cool. But the disbelief was written across his face. Elon didn't flinch. "We've already tested it. Production starts in 2026. He flipped to another chart, live graphs, comparison data, and verified test results. "This isn't just talk. It's already happening." Reporters leaned in. Phones shook with excitement. One voice whispered, "He's not bluffing." Even Newsom stared at the video, eyebrows rising. "I didn't expect this," he admitted, barely audible. From the crowd, spontaneous applause burst out. A woman cheered, "This changes everything." On X, formerly Twitter, a clip was already trending. "Elon, just shut it down." Elon closed the tablet with a soft click and turned to the crowd. "Green energy isn't a fantasy. It's our future." And in that moment, the tone shifted. A debate had turned into awe, but one question still hung in the air. Was this the spark of a green revolution, or just another brilliant sales pitch? You could have heard a pin drop. The tablet screen faded, but the image of that new battery lingered in everyone's mind like a ghost. The crowd was frozen, mouths slightly open, cameras trembling, eyes locked on Gavin Newsom. He didn't say a word. For a moment, the governor just stood there, eyes narrowed, lips pressed, fingers twitching slightly as he held his pen. Finally, he exhaled. "Mr. Musk, I may have been wrong," Newsom said quietly, his voice cracking just enough to reveal the shift inside him. People in the crowd turned to each other, stunned. A young activist whispered, "Did he just say that?" Elon offered a calm smile, no trace of arrogance, just quiet confidence. "Governor," he said gently, "it's not about who's wrong, it's about what we do next." Newsom looked up, brows furrowed, but this time not with doubt, with curiosity. "What do you propose?" Elon didn't hesitate. "Let's launch a movement, together. A green revolution. Accessible clean energy for everyone." Whispers turned into buzz. A camera flashed. A reporter gasped. And then, applause. Like dominoes, the mood shifted from tension to momentum. Newsom looked around at the sea of expectant faces, then back at Elon. He nodded. "All right, let's do it." And just like that, a critic became a collaborator. X exploded with headlines. "Elon and Newsom join forces, from opponents to partners." But was this real change? Or just a political performance with a high-tech twist? 2 weeks later, the revolution had a name. Green Revolution. And it was everywhere. X, formerly Twitter, was flooded with posts, clips, reaction videos. TikTokers turned Elon's reveal into remix anthems. Street murals of solar panels and wind turbines popped up in LA and Oakland. Something real was happening. In Sacramento's Civic Plaza, a massive crowd gathered under green banners. Teens, families, activists, all chanting in unison. "Clean energy, now!" Elon Musk, gray hoodie, holding an iced coffee, stepped onto the stage with a quiet smile. The crowd roared. "This movement is only possible because of leadership," he said, nodding toward the side of the stage. Governor Newsom, dark green tie, sleeves rolled up, microphone in hand, joined him. The two shook hands. No tension, just purpose. "I was skeptical," Newsom admitted to the crowd, "but what I saw changed me." A woman in the front row, holding her toddler, yelled, "You're doing the right thing, Governor!" Farmers started tweeting their solar panel setups. College students shared plans for clean energy startups. One post read, "If Elon and Newsom can unite for this, why can't we all?" Elon looked at the crowd, then turned to Newsom. "This isn't about politics anymore," he said. "It's about legacy." And with that, a switch flipped in people's minds. This wasn't just a press tour. This was a mission. But still, could this spark keep burning, or would the world move on once the cameras stopped? It had been 6 months. Across California, massive Tesla factories buzzed with activity. The smell of fresh metal, the constant hum of machines, the sight of solar panels being assembled like clockwork. This was no longer a vision. It was reality. Inside one factory near Fremont, a special event was taking place. A stage had been set up right on the factory floor. Workers gathered in their uniforms, many with their kids beside them. Cameras rolled. Reporters whispered. Governor Newsom, green tie, eyes shining, hands calloused from travel, stepped up to the mic. "Elon, this is incredible," he said, voice cracking just a little. "This is beyond politics. This is progress." Elon Musk, black vest, sleeves rolled up, tablet in one hand, joined him on stage. He smiled, almost shyly. "Only because you chose to believe." Suddenly, a small voice piped up from the crowd. "Governor Newsom?" a little boy shouted, holding a cardboard solar panel he made at school. "You're awesome!" Everyone laughed, even Elon. Newsom knelt down and waved. "You're the reason we're doing this." Photos exploded across social media. Elon and Newsom, real change on the ground. From bold words to brighter futures. In that moment, the crowd wasn't just witnessing a partnership, they were part of it. Backstage, Elon turned to Newsom. "We just turned an argument into a revolution." Newsom smiled and gave people their power back, literally. But one question lingered. Was this a final victory, or just the beginning of something even bigger? 1 year later, the air was cleaner. Skies above San Francisco seemed bluer, clearer. Satellite images showed a 12% drop in carbon emissions across the western U.S. But inside a quiet Tesla Innovation Center, there were no cameras, no speeches, just Elon Musk, light sweater, sipping coffee, sitting across from Governor Gavin Newsom, rolled sleeves, reading a printed report. This wouldn't have happened without you," Elon said softly. Newsom glanced up, smiled. "No, Elon, you were the spark. I just lit the path." On the table between them sat a small model, a mini solar panel engraved with both their names. Outside, a group of students walked past the glass walls, laughing, excited, carrying energy kits and recycling bins. One girl paused and waved. "They know," Elon whispered. "They're the future." Newsom nodded slowly. "And now, We've given them a shot. In the hallway, a mural stretched across the wall. Green is power. Green is unity. Green is now. That mural went viral. So did their quiet photo together. No fanfare, no quotes. Just two men, side by side, staring out at the horizon. The revolution didn't end with noise. It ended with a promise kept. But the last words belong to you, the viewer. What are you doing to protect this planet? Because if Elon and Newsom turned a debate into a movement, what could you start with one bold question? Drop a comment, share this video, and let's write the next chapter together.